saw a bone to pick with you right away.
I don't know. I took the Outlaws.
Now I'm in last place. Shoey might happen. We are going to confirm you're doing a shoey out both of our teams.
Welcome to the 11th episode of the 𝐓𝐇𝐄 Lacrosse Show. We're right outside Gillette with the fans. How we doing? We're keeping it going. Quarterfinals here in Boston. How we feeling? The show is back.
Wow,
we ready
feels
to go?
good to be back.
I miss you, boys. I'll say that.
I know. We miss you. We miss you. We're ready to go. We got a packed show. We're talking the end of the regular season. We're going to need a couple of you guys on here to get some fun facts. It's Mitch's Mailbox. You ready? Yeah. Let's go. I'm excited. But I think, headlines starting out here. Obviously, we got to end the regular season where it ended off. Atlas won Eastern Conference. Archers won Western. How are we feeling about that? Did we see it coming?
I mean, Atlas, big 180 from a year ago, now at the top of the league. I mean, we saw it week 1 in Albany.
Yeah.
They look like the team to beat, and they kind of had it all year.
We were live in week 1 in there in Albany, and we saw, doubleheader for them. Both games won, and they kind of never really stopped from there. Obviously, the rookies, Schellenberger and that squad, like 𝐓𝐇𝐄, MVP, maybe. But I'm excited to see them the rest of the year. I think, they were our first kind of, we think they're going to win the championship squad. But was there any surprise, Dukes?
I don't know. There's been a lot of great coaching, I think, this year.
I agree.
Coach Dukes.
I think Pressler in the beginning looked like, wow, he's going to run away with Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
But then you have to look at what Stagnita did with the Whipsnakes, the turnaround. You did the documentary at the beginning of the year.
The boys.
Yeah. And then you look at Sudan with the Denver Outlaws. The Outlaws were in position to be the #1 seed
win the
in
Western Conference,
right? And that would have been the 2 lowest seeds from last year. The Atlas and the Outlaws both would have been the 1 seed. So great coaching.
Do you want to hit on the Water Dogs real quick just before?
What are you doing?
Do we want to hit on the Water Dogs real quick?
Man.
I think it was the last episode in New York.
They were worse than my Redwoods.
You said they would win
4 or 5.
4 to 5?
You said 4 or 5. Then
as a potential partial owner, I think we don't know the contract. We don't know the contract.
We
don't know
the contract.
Barstool Dukes. But what do we say as they're obviously not in the playoffs?
I think the Water Dogs were the best team at losing 1-goal games this year. That's true. Nobody lost more 1-goal games than them.
Yeah.
Even when you look at that first Atlas matchup, right? Like that was a 1-goal game.
Yep.
They could never close it, and it's just.
Yeah.
I will say this, though. I will say this. This might be a blessing in disguise because their roster is loaded, and they're going to get 𝐓𝐶 �KURSE now, too. So, that's just going to elevate them to another level as well. So,
as a Kavanaugh supporter, let's throw Chris Cavan into that conversation.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, those guys, maybe a little Andrew Mack in there for the who's going to be the 1, but it's going to be exciting next year.
And I agree.
Yeah. The Water Dogs are going to be right there. Obviously, Coach Tierney in the mix. Do we think that has to do with it a little bit? Or
Boomer?
I don't know. I mean, the guy's a legend. I think the most national championships in college lacrosse, and then the record in the pros. I think, obviously Dylan Sheridan, a guy that coached Hoagie and I at Ohio State. It's a learning year for them. It's different, Saban was in the NFL. Now he was in college. Obviously retired a little bit different.
They were in the title game. Won the championship, then lost in the championship. So you're in the championship game 2 years in a row.
Yep.
And then you have a year like this. You got to hit rock bottom. You got a leader like Michael Sowers, that locker room. I think they'll come back next year.
Yeah, I mean,
and you're
the
going to add
there.
an elite piece. The talent's there. I'm not worried at all. Like me and Dukes talked about it a couple weeks back. We said even though their record was what it was, they're top 3, top 4 talent.
They are a couple goals away from us never having this conversation. And that's the reality of the situation.
That's very
true. I will say this. You cannot fire Bill Tierney.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
And look, I'm not ageist. He is old. You can't rebuild with him.
Yeah, you can't.
You got to run it back with this roster and then reevaluate after next year.
Also, the difference, I was going to say the difference, too, with the Water Dogs, now that we're East and Western Conference, the East was significantly harder than the West. So if we were back to the no conferences and full 8, the Water Dogs are probably in the playoffs when you got teams like the Chaos in there. Redwoods even had 3 wins at the end. So that's another factor. Like the East was way stacked.
And let's talk about your Redwoods.
Yeah,
I'm the guy in the chair right now that only has a team in the playoffs.
Last in the West.
Coach Nat,
Dukes, you've had some. Did somebody say that in the beginning?
You know what? I'll say this. As a guy who likes Nat, I like his juice, his energy. We are New England at the Patriots.
Yeah.
And what happened with them? After a while, Bill Belichick the GOAT, but sometimes you got to move on.
You got to move on.
I think the time
Do we see a coaching change next year?
Don't say that about Belichick ever again.
Coach Nat, Belichick, same person. Do we see a coaching change next year out of the Redwoods?
Look, I had the Nat on the hot seat.
Yeah.
I think he should still firmly be there.
Yeah.
But they looked like they were setting themselves up beginning of the year to be a year away.
Yeah.
So again, that's another coaching. I think next year you have to give him drafting Castor with the last pick. We're like, why would you draft a guy that's not going to play this year?
And you got vets on the team too.
I think the big question is what does Pennell do?
Yeah.
Does he retire? Does he kind of do one last ride? Does he? That'll be interesting to see kind of what he does.
They really needed CJ Kirst.
Yeah, that would have been huge.
And that game out in Denver against the Water Dogs, the OT winner, might have been the dagger.
They're going to look back at that. That's going to be like when the Jets lost out on
Trevor Lawrence and beat the Rams. Sorry, yeah.
It's going to be interesting, but I think now we kind of hop into the teams that are here, the teams that are competing for a PLO championship. Let's start with the Outlaws. The #1 overall pick this last year was obviously Brendan O'Neill. Do we think now that the regular season is over, did he live up to the hype?
That and more.
Ooh,
that
okay.
and more. I think this is
because let's not forget, roll back, episode 1, we did have a conversation about we think Shelley should go #1. If we did a quick little redraft, do we still have O'Neill as the #1?
I would take O'Neill 1. I would.
I wouldn't even think about it.
Really?
I would have thought about it more before the draft, and after this, I would have been way more comfortable with my decision.
Wow. Why does that go on that?
I love Shelley. I think that Brendan O'Neill right now, what he's proving to do is that he's playing loose. He's playing free. He's not playing with pressure.
Yep.
Every single time he's being like, I am the alpha dog. I am the alpha on this team. He can run through defenders. He can run through checks. He can sling it from the outside.
Yep.
I think that what he's done his rookie year, after that Boston where you had the live show, after that Boston
he's really turned it up.
Catastrophe that they had. Yeah. He has turned it up.
And I'll tell you, too, I talking about the draft. Like I said earlier in the year, I think the Outlaws had the best draft in terms of players and depth and need positions. I mean, look at how many starters they got to set up for the future. Brendan O'Neill, Graham Bundy, Jake Bassino.
Bundy about his career, too. Unreal.
Luke Weirman. Like, they got so many impact starters, and they're young. And they were literally a game away from winning the West in year 1 with all those rookies.
Let's just talk about this, too, if we're going off their draft pieces. They could have the Rookie of the Year, and arguably you could make the case that Graham Bundy should be Midfielder of the Year.
I agree.
Yeah, I know.
He's not even on any of the lists for Midfielder of the Award, which is a crime.
Do you think he's had the stock that's rise the most this year?
He should be an attackman.
It's crazy.
He might
be a shot from 2.
I'm a Matt O'Keefe stan. Best shooter in the world. Graham Bundy, #2.
Yeah, he's close
from
to.
2, he's lethal.
Okay, but do we think Brendan O'Neill has what it takes to be that guy and really continue to take the Outlaws in years prior to be that squad?
100%, but I think another key about the Outlaws resurging kind of the second half of the year was bringing back Eric Law, an Outlaw legend.
An Outlaw legend.
Sure.
And that guy was such a good – he's been good on the field, but I think the real reason they brought him in, obviously, was a locker room guy, kind of culture guy, bring him in. But he's performed on the field, too, and that kind of really helped that second half of the year run. Because I'll tell you what, when you guys left Harvard on 17-4 loss – I mean, it looked pretty dark.
It did.
It looked Garrett Nielsen dark.
Yeah, it looked really dark.
I mean, it was
looked
dark.
Garrett Nielsen dark. And all I got to say is the Outlaws are a different team in the playoffs. I truly feel
they
that.
They are, and we'll get into picks later.
Yeah, we'll get into picks later. Stay tuned for that.
And I think the big thing for them was also McElroy and Cage.
He's really turned it on.
And he just
one of the most underrated players in the league, I think.
I totally agree. He might not have the fastest hands. He might not be the most talented goalie, but the way that he plays his angles and with how smart he is in Cage,
it's crazy.
McElroy's been
crazy.
Great.
Let's hop to the real team, in my opinion. The Maryland Whipsnakes. We got any Maryland Whipsnakes fans out here? Oh, wow. We're here in Boston. We're here in Boston.
Any Cannons fans?
Yeah! Let's go. We're here in Boston. It's only right. The Whipsnakes are without a doubt the hottest team right now. Came into this year with kind of a question mark. We're a little bit stale, and then their stocks have definitely rose, and obviously Stag's up for Coach of the Year. Where do they stand right now going into the playoffs?
Hottest team.
You think
hottest
team?
Sure,
See, look at me. Sure. I got a cool down alert here. They haven't played in over 24 days.
They need that. Rambo needs
I don't
to
know,
ice up.
Because oldies.
Yeah, they got a lot of old heads.
Rust versus rust.
Yeah.
Was it a lot of old heads, or did they? A couple beers or two. I mean,
yeah, I know. They need to relax.
Were they enjoying the Jersey Shore a little bit too much?
They definitely did. Labor Day weekend. But Manhattan, Jasper.
Krebs and net. Shout out Krebs and Jasper.
How do you think he'll do? Really making his first playoffs appearance.
I'd gotta say Krebs, similar to McElroy, another guy who's really grown up this year. Had a lot of great games last year, filling in due to injury last year, and he had massive games. But this year, kind of stepping in week 1, halfway through the first quarter, and he's just, I think, gotten better and better as the weeks have gone.
And let's not forget about potentially one of the best draft picks, TJ Malone.
I think he.
Let's stick on that real quick. You said early MVP or Rookie of the Year for O'Neill. Let's give our picks for Rookie of the Year right now.
It's a debate.
Who do you think?
I'm Malone. I was going to say that the
whole time. I'm Malone as well.
The impact he's had on that team. I mean, you take TJ Malone off that team from a starting projective.
Okay.
I don't know where they
are. Oh, God. Here we go. Come on. Let's go. Give us a Dukes fact. Professor Dukes here.
Little brain exercise. Let's put Brendan O'Neill on the Whipsnakes. Now let's put TJ Malone on the Outlaws. If TJ Malone's on the Outlaws, are the Outlaws in the playoffs?
Yes.
I don't believe so.
What?
I think
Nah, they're still better than the Redwoods.
Brendan O'Neal's on the Whipsnakes.
Still better than the.
You're playing with 2 MVPs in TJ Malone. His job is very, as an initiator, yes, fantastic player. You're playing with Zed and Matt Rambo. It's 2 MVPs.
Malone
makes your job easy.
has ignited a spark in the Whips that we've been missing, that we've been looking to get back since those.
I mean, you guys saw
runs.
in the docs, Stag said it, I mean, they got rid of a vet to get this kickstarter on offense, a guy that can dodge. They're sort of Mikey Sowers for the team. And they've seen that. He produced, and he's a big factor on why they're obviously in the playoffs.
Yeah, and I love TJ Malone coming out of Penn State. I thought that it was the smart. I knew looking back at this, it'd be like, wow, how did the Whipsnakes get him?
Yeah.
The fact that he fell was ridiculous.
Right.
We just look at the guys in front of him, right? Like, obviously, the Shelleys, the Cavs, the Entenmans, like, those guys, like, from a name standalone.
He was a third-round pick, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Third-round pick. He was a third-round pick.
Oh, my gosh.
How crazy is that?
Wait, Malone?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Nest, what pick was Malone?
because I'm thinking of
third rounder.
I'm thinking
of
Randall. Yeah. I'm thinking of shout out Steve Zoop. But then let's talk chaos real quick. Let's talk chaos. Obviously, in news, Jack Rowlett's not playing this game.
Yeah.
Dude, how do we feel about that?
Wow. I love Rowlett. I love what he brings to the team. I love
especially in his city, too. He's coaching at BU.
He was on the pod.
Here.
We could have had him back on the pod.
He's potentially bending the knee with his girlfriend soon, putting a ring on it, and he's not playing in his home state.
I love Rowlett. But when you look back at, when he sent a message to Shelley, I think it was in Charlotte, a little hot. Then you do it again. It's like, fool me once, shame on me. But fool me twice. I don't know. I think that
it's interesting.
They had to send a message. Unfortunately, when you just look at what the rules are, it just stings it came at a time that they wanted for the playoffs.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's like, what are you really going to do as the league? It's not right or wrong. You got to make a decision, obviously.
And the Chaos were already at a massive deficit in terms of, they're kind of backing in this playoffs as the only team.
I'm really excited to watch them weigh this way. I feel like so many guys
are. This. The last time they played Boston was that freaky overtime game where 𝐂𝐿 made the save and Drenner came in and flicked it in. So we'll see what type of life they have today.
Who's the goalie for the Chaos?
Oh.
Big body.
Cursed. Wait, you just said Chaos. Oh, Chaos. I thought you said Chaos. I think you said Chaos. I'm sorry.
Mixed up here.
Guys, Blaze is the goalie for the Chaos. They have a chance today. Best goalie in the world, best player in the PLL has been since the inception.
I know. I feel like everyone's overlooking Cannons, right? We're here in Boston, the Boston Cannons. Everyone's overlooking the Chaos. I think it's going to be a close game.
The problem is the Chaos offense has been so beyond abysmal all year long.
Hey. Shane Knobloch, the guy is playoff ready.
Amazing.
Playoff Nobby.
Hey, that was one of the only Water Dogs wins early in the year.
I know.
Inconsistent maybe, but for Blaze, the pressure's up here. He knows he doesn't have Rowlett.
Yeah.
Blaze shows up in the biggest moments.
I agree.
I would not bet against the Chaos today.
And the Chaos have done this before as a 6th seed, backing in the playoffs like that.
They have.
They won the championship as a 6th seed.
They're flashing the rings a little bit. They're flashing the rings.
Blaze knows exactly what's on the line today.
Yeah. I'm excited. And let's not forget Atlas, obviously. 𝐓𝐇𝐄. What does he have? 64 total points.
Broke the record halfway through the year.
That's crazy. I think so.
That reminds me
Those
of
are close to Mitch 𝐓𝐿𝐾 numbers.
I think T put up more points in 4 games than Mitch in 4 years.
Is it even a question, though, for 𝐓𝐇𝐄 to MVP?
No.
It's not even a question. That could be the easiest award this whole year.
I could write that thing with Sharpie.
If we were going to do a dialogue over who should the MVP should have been, it would be who's runner-up.
Who is, you think?
You know, this is a good question because nobody knows because it hasn't even been thought of.
Yeah. I mean, week 1 he had I don't know how many points.
If you asked me, I would have said Sowers before the injury and the downhill spiral.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. It's tough.
Like Duke said, no one's even thinking about it or questioning it because.
Blaze.
It's interesting though.
Maybe Blaze.
Maybe.
Yeah.
In the combo, I don't even know
close.
if he's just midfield of the year.
Doesn't matter because it's not a conversation.
It's not even close. But I think before we move on, we got to talk about the home cities this year. First year doing home cities. We're here in Boston with the fans, the Boston crowd. Wow. I mean, the fans this year have been electric. Let's go down the line. Duke, you start off. Favorite city we've obviously been to or you've seen online that's had the best turnout?
Well, obviously Boston's my favorite city.
Yeah. This has been electric.
But when you look at beginning of the year, I think that I was a little hot being like, why do you have 2 teams out west? Salt Lake, Denver. I didn't really understand that. The fan base is out there.
Yeah.
The Salt Lake fans pushing the Archers to the number 1
that
seed.
Game was crazy.
That game was insane. And the Denver crowd was also amazing.
Yeah. That's what and the Cali game with the Redwoods. We've heard that play was crazy.
I was going to say Denver. As you know, Mitch, I love the nostalgic history stuff like that. So bringing back the Outlaws, seeing JoJo War Drummer in the stands, the legend, the face paint. awesome. And playing at Peter Barton, I love playing at those like iconic stadiums.
We obviously played there.
At
One of
Ohio
our
State,
coolest,
one of the coolest
memories.
games we've been to.
Did you guys win?
We did not. We did not. It was a close game. Dukes, Dayton legend. Let's not forget. But obviously, coming east, Maryland didn't disappoint. Obviously, I was there.
Homewood Field.
Homewood Field, electric. I mean, even up first weekend in Albany, it was packed. The signage of the Atlas all over that field, it was really cool.
It's cool because we've seen.
Charlotte was underrated. I feel like.
I got a question.
Mitch's
mailbox question. I remember back in the year, and someone was like, I don't know about the home cities. Remember they were
The guy said it was too early.
You see why the home cities. Teams now rallying around their teams. The atmosphere has been amazing every weekend. That kind of answers that question. It's
that's I wanted to go off that is with the weekend like Fairfield, where they showed out so great, but they don't really have a home team. They might have a region. They might root for the Cannons. They might root for the Atlas. I'd like to see maybe a Connecticut team form and see the passion that they could have.
Okay.
Because I think that at a venue like that, they couldn't really put their heart into one team.
We've been having a couple calls with Paul and Mike Rabel. We don't have really any insider information, but if next team would have been in which city, what city do you think that would be in? If you could pick right now. I mean, as Ohio State guy, I think we got to have a Midwest squad.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Midwest squad.
Columbus team.
Dayton guy.
Ohio.
Dayton guy. Let's not forget.
I think Columbus team would be cool out there because
if you were to do Midwest team, would Columbus be the city?
It's that or Minnesota.
It's that or Minnesota.
Yeah.
I think the Ohio Machine obviously used to be there, and I love the the Midwest teams like that. You love to see Texas, Florida.
Yeah.
Those are popular names to add cities just because they're big cities.
Yeah.
But, towns like Columbus, even Minnesota. I could see them really getting around a team more than some of those other
Columbus
areas.
reminds me of like a Pittsburgh, where Pittsburgh gets very into their sports teams that come to the city. Columbus, I remember 2019. They had the playoffs there, maybe the quarterfinals. And I went to the game. Got rowdy there. A lot of people were
at the old Columbus Crew. I was there.
A lot of stories, actually.
A lot of Redwoods fans.
Hoagie and I were freshmen that year,
Yeah, we were.
2019. The Redwoods played. And then they came to the Lax House to have a couple
we
adult beverages.
Have
a couple adult beverages.
That's nice that you were handing out water.
Couple adult
Mitch
beverages.
was talking to Miles Jones over on the side.
Let's talk playoffs. What are we feeling? I mean, this year has been, as expected, but there's been some forks in the road as well. Headed into obviously the games today. Let's just talk briefly on what we're expecting.
Yeah, I mean, for me, if I'm expecting first, I'm expecting the Cannons to come out and absolutely slaughter the Chaos. To me, the Cannons are second best, arguably the best team in the league. And if they win, they'll play the Atlas next week because of the conferences. So that's basically the championship game right there. So I'm looking for the Cannons to kind of flex their muscles a little bit and show. And then the second game, honestly, I think two evenly matched teams, two great teams. It's going to come down to if the Outlaws show up or not. That's kind of been the key all year. Does Brennan have 1 goal and 1 point, or does he have 7 points? Do the offense hum, or do they score 4 goals? So that's going to really determine that game.
I mean, let's not forget, you Cannons obviously playing in their home city. There's still a lot of pressure. Pressure to win, pressure to improve. I mean, look at all the fans.
I don't see pressure with these guys, though. I think this Cannons team's been locked in all year. Ever since the championship series in the winter, I feel like they've been on kind of a mission, and they've kind of had a different little tick about them as you watch them.
It's going to be exciting to kind of
ready to go.
Watch these 2 games today.
Yeah, my analysis, you want to play your best ball in September.
And
when
you like that?
Yeah.
I like that.
With the Cannons chaos, it's Cannons for me. My largest wager ever in the PLL is on the Cannons to win the championship that I played before the season.
So wait. Was there coins on this?
Coins.
Can we say?
Coins.
Can we say the number?
Say the numbers.
Oh, God. When he says
Are
coins.
we talking thousands?
No.
Okay.
I thought he was going to be like $5,000.
So you put on before the season a little bet that
Cannons will win.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. Love the Cannons.
Can you at least say the payout?
$1,500.
Wow.
Wow.
Hardest PLL future for me.
Wow, I like that.
I love the Cannons. I think Blaze keeps it close. Like I said, I think Cannons win by 1.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a close game. When you look at the Outlaws and the Whips, for me, it's what Stags is able to do with the Conrad trade, which I think we really need to hit on. What they're able to do with the 32-second shot clock. Why am I not taking the Outlaws? Well, one, Joe Nardella is a better face-off guy than Luke Weirman.
Yes, yep. Led the league in the regular season, let's not forget.
It's a complete neutralizer for what Weirman's good at, Nardella's better at, right? And they're just going to control the middle of the field. They're going to be the best offense, in my opinion, with the 32 seconds in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then when you look at the goalie position, I like Krebs over Malkroy right now.
Yeah.
So, and then lastly, who's been there before.
Yeah, I know.
The Whipsnakes,
Yeah.
they're rested.
Yep.
I like them. And, you know, you got Bernhardt, you got Manley down low for the Outlaws, but I don't know. I'm taking Zedzilla.
Yeah, so
Zedzilla, the legend.
So I took the Outlaws. I was the lone outlaw taker here. And
why is that? You know, speak on that a little bit.
The reason I took the Outlaws, I love the Whipsnakes. I agree with everything he said with Vets. Nardella's been here for a while and done it. Krebs has been great in that. And Staggs, obviously, is a great coach.
All-time coach.
To me, when I look at it, the two things that concern me is, one, the long layoff. We've seen teams with long layoffs have problems. Sometimes
you're thinking in deep. I like this,
No,
James
I'm naming,
Hogan.
you know, Baltimore Ravens, amount of times they've had those first-round buys and then blow it.
I know.
It happens
Typical.
in sports.
Thank God
long
this is lacrosse.
break. But the other thing is, when you look at their first matchup, right? Actually, the last time the Whipsnakes played was against the Outlaws out in Denver.
Yeah.
They didn't play that last week. They won 16-9, 7-goal win. So the Whips win big there. If the Outlaws had won that game, and the Outlaws did not have their best game. I think Brennan had 1 point. If the Outlaws had won that game, I'd have a little different tune. I think Sudan's been looking at the tape. I think he's been looking like, all right, what did we do wrong the first time? Second time matchup, it's hard to beat a team twice. I'm rolling with the Outlaws.
You got the Outlaws.
Defense, and I think that I also want to speak on this as a
JT
rebuttal.
Giles Harris,
The
too.
Whipstakes defense is a matchup nightmare in my opinion for what the Outlaws are.
It is.
You have Dawn, a big body
Yeah.
who's a veteran, one of the best defenders of all time. In my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
On a rookie like Brennan,
Yeah.
then you could take. Then you have someone with Ajax.
Yeah.
Ajax, what he's
Zaps,
able to do against the people with quick feet in this league.
It's crazy. It's
To
crazy.
me, though, like, all
And
it
then Timmy
takes,
Muller.
when the Outlaws are on and they explode, they're on. And
For sure.
Bundy hits a couple twos. Brennan gets hot.
Yeah.
And if I could agree with you for a second, I'd say this. You never want to fight a guy that has nothing to lose. These rookies have nothing to lose today.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. All right, so we're going Cannons, Whips, Cannons, Outlaws. I'm going Cannons, Whips. You got to go with the boys. You got to go with the boys. You know, I think at the end of the day, the Whips have been there. Like you said, the Whips have been there. They're experienced. The only thing that does scare me, though, and we kind of talked about this in the hotel beforehand, the time off. The time off, especially kind of ending the summer too, you know, especially the guys that aren't working full jobs, you know, they're out vacationing maybe a little bit. So I don't know. I think it's
just
exciting.
hard because, you know, you already don't have the full weeks of practice kind of like you have in college. You're already, so you're kind of relying on that Friday night practice or Saturday night practice and playing Saturday, Sunday. So you kind of get out of that routine. I know every team had a bye, so technically each team's coming off a bye already.
Yeah.
But the extra week, that's 2 weeks
it's
of
tough.
You know,
It's
you
tough.
can't simulate it in New York City playing wall ball in your wall. It's just tough to do.
Yeah.
So
You're saying that practice against me and Cage isn't going to help the Whipsnakes. Also,
Dukes over at Superior's getting shot on by Jared Newman.
do you think that they also had a week off last week?
Yeah.
So it's just one extra week.
That's
They
a lot
both
of
had
time,
time
though.
out,
That's a
yeah.
lot of time, though.
It's just tough sometimes, like, you're almost, when you're in that mode,
Yeah,
as
you're
you
in
know,
the mode.
Mitch, like, in our regular season mode of the season, like, every week it's a grind, but you're like, all right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, here, good. Like, 1 week is nice to have, like, even a bye week, or sometimes when we'd have, like, a Saturday, Tuesday game and then not play for another, like, week and a half or something like that, spring break or something like that, nice. But sometimes when, like, another week's off, it's like you start to get into this, stay up a little later, play a little more video games.
You're just out of the flow. You're out of the flow.
You know, get a nice little dinner for the stomach.
Yeah.
You know.
So it kind of worries me, but I just think the Whips will win.
It'll be a
The
great
Wins will whip
either
that
way
game.
to me. That's
Either way.
That's the best game. That's going to be a
All
great
right,
game.
so let's do pick'ems right now. So you got the Whips and the Cannons, Outlaws, Cannons.
Yep.
I got Cannons, Whips.
So take the chaos. So the chaos win. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's what we've learned.
I think, though.
If Miles was here, he'd be taking chaos.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to do pick'ems, and we're going to do this all throughout the championship. And the loser of us three, this is probably the worst punishment yet. The loser of pick'ems is going to have to do a shoey at the celebration of the championship game. If you guys don't know what that is, one of us is going to have to take the cleat off the winning team's foot, put a beer in there, and drink it on the stadium. You guys know us two for sure. We're germaphobes, so I'm not looking forward to that. I hope it's not me.
done one
Have you ever done shoey?
Dude, come on.
Have you done a shoey?
I've done
Are you
shoey.
kidding?
Junior year golf party, Ohio State. Kate Johnson's black van. I took a shoey.
Do we get to pick? Do we get to pick? Wait, can I say this really
We get to
quick?
pick the tire,
If you
pick the
lose,
shoe.
If you lose, can we pick the shoe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, if any of you guys lose, the other two are picking the shoe.
All right, let's do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus
Gosh,
Christ.
Jesus, God.
I got to find the stinkiest.
Yeah.
I got to see who has fungus on their feet.
Oh, gosh. I like that. All right, pick'ems are in, and we're going to continue to pick next week. We're going to be live next week at Long Island, on Long Island, I should say, at Hofstra. Super excited for the semis there. My favorite time on the show. We got live Mitch's mailbox.
Wow.
You guys ready? What do we think about live Mitch's mailbox so far? What's been kind of your favorite take we've had?
the Water Dogs won't win another game.
That was almost
that
true.
should have happened.
That was almost true. The last game.
Laughed in that kid's face.
Yeah.
And I was like, the last game, I was like, oh,
you were sweating it out a little bit. It almost happened. They won the last game. But we got first question. We bring them on down. You got to introduce yourself.
My name's Peter.
Peter!
Where from, Peter?
Westford, Massachusetts.
I like that. I like it. What jersey we got on today?
Is that Drenner?
Drenner. All right, hot take, Mitch's Mailbox, live on set. What do we got?
All right, so he's a really good player, but I think Brendan O'Neal's overrated.
Ooh, wow.
Okay, interesting.
Wow.
What do we think of that?
No.
Okay, just flat now. I don't think he is.
No,
I mean, he's definitely not. I mean, you look at what he's done this season. We talked about it on this show. Just, he's a generational talent. We've said it before and say it again.
How much he's had.
I would have maybe agreed with that 6 months ago.
Really?
Yes, maybe.
You could have agreed to that after they lost to Maryland.
Do you know how good of a player you have to be for me to say you're overrated after winning a Tewaaraton and a World MVP? That's how high expectations are.
It's crazy. But I don't know. I think at the end of the day, he's not. What do you think?
He's really good. He's like a good player, but I think he's a tad bit inconsistent.
Okay.
At some times.
And that's been the knock.
Interesting.
And
It's definitely been the knock.
Like since he was at Duke, like there was games where he'd just be quiet and like not really do much. And
that's
then
true. We
there's
talked
games,
about that on the show.
Yeah. Where he comes out and he's like doing all these amazing things, but like it's like inconsistent, which is like people overhype.
Consistency is key in life.
Consistency is key. I like that.
I think that I think he's better fit for the pros than he is for the college game with Janowski's system.
It's going to be exciting. I'm excited to continue to watch his. He's going to be guys playing for 10+ years. So I'm excited to watch it. Peter, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. I could take the mic for you. Where's the legend, Matt? Where's the legend, Matt Nestler? Nesty, you around here?
Nesty,
come on down. Nesty,
there
come on down.
He is.
All right. The fan favorite. You've seen him before. You'll continue to see
Cabrini legend right here.
Cabrini legend. Mitch's Mailbox. How we doing?
What's up,
I
Nest?
can't complain, Mitch. I'm just getting loose with you guys.
I like that. I like that. All right. Hot take. Mitch's Mailbox live here outside Gillette. What do you got?
Can I say it really quick? You cannot talk about D3, Cabrini, or Curse.
Yeah. No curse. No curse.
Or the Ohio State University.
Well, so with every parameter in the world, I'm going to have to think of a new one. Listen, my hot take was that the Whipsnakes are going to be playing the finals. You dove into that a little bit, so it's not the hottest of takes.
Okay. I like that, though. Go off that, though. Give us your why.
Again, you guys got into it. They're hot right now. I think Rambo's dangerous in the playoffs. Stagnito, one of the best coaches to do it. But they're just having fun.
They're having fun.
I said to Dukes the other day, it's almost like the opposite of the Water Dogs, where they just seem stressed.
Yes,
they didn't seem like they were enjoying it.
We talked about it a little bit. Rookie of the year. You said Whips. Are you on the Malone train or no?
I mean, it's such a. I think he could win it. I don't think I have a pick. I don't know if I feel comfortable choosing Malone or O'Neal, and I unfortunately think Shelley's out of the race now, just point-wise, especially sitting out at the end there.
Yeah.
But, I'd be fine with him or O'Neal. Malone has blown us out of the water, and you found out that he's a third-round pick. So I think that plays a part. That'd be a great.
I like that. Wait, did you say the Whips are going to make it or win it?
Make it.
Who do you think wins?
I mean, that's a biased question.
Come on, look at this shirt. Come on now.
Baby. That's easy.
Curse for life.
Me and Dukes have been on that all year.
Yeah.
Big future, so it feels good. You guys are talking coins. We're trying
to
win
coins. When the
Cannons
win the championship, let's just push this further. Are you going to hand Curse the Cabrini jersey on the field with the cup?
Yes.
I like that.
I'll be decked. If they're in the playoffs, I'll be decked out because it'll be in Philly, Cabrini gear. I'll have the Cabrini fellas there, and I'll be spinning Curse on my hand like a piece of pizza.
How many beers will you down that weekend?
In Philly with the Cannons playing.
I'm not babysitting.
The bar down lads might run out.
There's going to be a lot of beverages being drank responsibly, of course. Got to drink water as well. But no, I will be putting on a clinic if the Boston Cannons are playing in Philly, because that's all I got left. The Cabrini's gone. Now, you guys said not to bring it up, but shout Cabrini and all the fellas. But I didn't really have a hot take, but I did just have a question.
Oh, God. Nesty.
I want to see a Mitch versus Dukes goalie challenge.
Wow.
We did it.
I would love to see that.
Tell him.
That was back in the day, though.
Mitch was shooting on me from 8 yards out.
I'm pretty sure you dominated him.
This is a thing now.
No.
I'm getting people on TikTok being like, sick from 9 yards. I've been shooting from 10, 12 all the time. I've been shooting from 10, 12.
The stick's at 10, and then he dodges, runs around, gets on the doorstep, there's 20 fakes, and scores.
Mitchie is automatic from 8 yards.
Never forget that Garden City helmet that's got the face mask.
Hey, if you guys want to see it, a rematch, if you want to get it again, let me know. Pelkey will shoot from 10, 12, 15, 20, whatever you want on Dukes. And give me over 50% for sure. Any sign-outs?
Just shout out Cabrini and shout out 𝐓𝐇𝐄 going to Villanova this year. Here they come.
All right, come around. All right. Who we got? Wait. Say the name.
John.
Where are you from?
Natick,
I like that. I like that. What's your hot take?
My hot take was Philadelphia Water Dogs are not going to win another game the rest of the season.
The man, this was him.
You want to talk to this guy?
And it almost happened. It almost happened. It almost happened.
It's honestly embarrassing to think about that the New York Atlas have an amazing season, have an amazing squad. T, Jones, just everybody on their team.
Yeah.
And then we just like come out.
Who won?
Final weekend, and we lose by 1 goal.
Twice.
Like, this is just embarrassing.
Could you make the argument that the Water Dogs should have won the first time?
I don't think so.
Dukes is done defending the Water Dogs. The Water Dogs are the worst team in the league
I'll be honest with you. I made a couple calls before that weekend. They had the plane tickets almost booked.
Really?
They were waiting. And then they saw.
Shout out Paul.
They had the tickets almost booked. They obviously, the game goes how we obviously saw it, and it doesn't happen. But that was a wild take. I was rooting for you. In the back of my head, I'm like,
I knew it from the moment. Like, it just happens in sports all the time. You have an amazing team, or you just have some amazing years. Like, they won it back 22, right?
Yeah.
Like, same thing with the Patriots. They had great years.
All right, so what do you think the problem was this year? The players?
20 great
years.
Was
it tyranny? What do you think it was?
I don't know. I feel like they just weren't connecting as much as they usually do.
Yeah, a lot of stress. You know,
like,
Nesty said they were not playing as loose as the Snakes.
Yeah, I just feel like they couldn't get any touch. Well, like they could get touches,
so you're kind of the man of the hour right now. You know,
predict the championship.
The best
Who's
take.
Gonna win?
Who's gonna win the take? All right, so give me your predicts. Give me your picks this week, next week, and championship.
This week,
I might be copying them.
Cannons over Carolina.
Okay.
Jack Rowlett's out. You know.
Yeah.
I just feel like Blaze can't.
Second game, what do we got?
I got second game.
Blaze can, though.
Who's playing again? Denver and Maryland?
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm going to take Denver. Brennan O'Neill.
That kind of makes me worry. This kid knows.
Outlaws, baby.
All right, so then we got the Final Four.
Yeah, so it would be Cannons versus
Atlas.
New York.
Or Atlas.
Atlas Cannons.
Biased, I'm taking Cannons.
Okay.
Unbiased, maybe New York. But the thing is, we've seen them play each other.
Yep.
It's gone 50-50.
Yes,
It's
all right,
gone
so
50-50.
who's winning it all?
This guy knows ball.
All right, so then you got Utah versus Outlaws.
I got Utah. Easily got Utah.
So Archers, Cannons, championship.
This could not be good. I do not want to do a shoey on the championship.
Cannons. I got Cannons.
Yes.
Cannons.
He knows ball.
Personally, I got Cannons.
Dukes, say this
certified
though.
ball knower.
If Cannons do win and you don't lose the pick'ems, you're still doing a shoey because your bet hit.
I picked the shoe.
He's doing a shoey regardless.
If I won $1,500, I'd do a shoey right now.
Colin 𝐓𝐇𝐄 would probably be so clean. It would be so clean.
Yeah.
I'd choose his.
All right, I like that. All right, we're going to dive into the games right now. They're about to get played here in Gillette. We're going to dive in. Oh, yeah, hat. Pop this thing on. Pop this thing on here for you real quick.
Yeah,
I got you. Mitch. Yes, sir. TLN.
Look at
yeah,
that.
I hope you
gotta get the TLN
Mitch,
merch. Best in the business. Come on now.
I have a Mitch's mailbox hot take that I wanted to unleash before we signed off.
Okay, this is a big one.
We talked about
nervous.
We talked about a lot about Rookie of the Year, who should win it, O'Neal,
who should have won it.
TJ. Yeah, it should be Liam Entenmann. Liam Entenmann is the second best goalie in the league right now.
Correct.
I can see that argument. I can see that.
In my opinion,
you might need to mainstay on the show.
If he played one more game this season, he'd be the runaway favorite.
You think?
Yeah, I could see that.
He came in too late.
But I think the thing that hurts them is you look at the star power they have, what they're doing, right? You know, they teach Shelly Xander like that.
That's on him, though. 57% save percentage, only behind Blaze. It's unbelievable what the kid's doing.
Yeah.
And
he's got a point. Here in Boston at Harvard, like his first start, and he's just like...
This guy's a ball knower.
He's a legend.
Insane saves. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What position do you play?
Attack.
How many goals from 10 yards do you think you have on this goalie?
Can we get a mini net over here?
We might need to get this
going.
We
need to get a mini net.
He's sizing them up like it's going to matter.
I got at least 5.
Wow.
10 out of 10 out of 10.
Dude,
I'm taking this guy all day.
What do you say?
I'd probably believe him. I know you'd beat Mitch.
No way.
Anybody would beat Mitch.
From 8, though, Mitch has you.
We're definitely doing this. I'm getting chirped this much.
Might gotta get this in reality.
We gotta get this in real life. All right, that wraps it up. First part of the show. We're gonna dive into the games here in Gillette and come back to you on field at Gillette and keep it rolling.
Go Boston.
All right. Before we get into our post-game interview presented by Cash App, a quick word from our presenting sponsor. It pays to get paid on Cash App. Savings doesn't mean letting your money sit and gather dust. Deposit your paycheck on Cash App and you can be earning one of the best yields in the game at no cost. In this spirit, here's a list of things in this life that are no cost. Sitting on a bench, up to 4.5% interest on your savings balance with Cash App. The wind in your hair, saying hello to the lady next door. To recap, Deposit your paycheck on Cash App, and you know you're not paying a cent in fees on your savings to watch your money grow. That's money, that's Cash App. Download Cash App from the App Store or Google Play Store today. Now, let's get into our post-game interview presented by Cash App.
We're back, baby. Second half of the show. We're live with the Whips. Clap it up for the Whips real quick. Clap it up for the Whips. The Whips headed to the semifinals. We got Matt Rambo, Colin Heacock. How we doing? Stop real quick. Stop real quick.
We got a bone to pick with you right away.
No. I don't know. I took the Outlaws. I tried to be the odd man out here. It's a bad decision.
It's all good.
Now I'm in last place. Shoey might happen. We'll see.
We are going to confirm you're doing a shoey out both of our cleats.
Oh, both?
Today or
No, it's championship. So we still got some room. We got the semifinals and championship.
No, you're double fisting.
What's the dirtiest cleat on the Whipsnakes lacrosse team? Any player?
Levi.
Levi. All right, good. I like that. I like that. All right, moving on to the semifinals. Nothing new for the Whipsnakes. How we feeling?
It was good. I mean, obviously it wasn't perfect. It wasn't pretty, but came out with the win. So, we're looking forward to next weekend.
Yeah, exciting. Two vets on the team, back at it, back together. Obviously saw us at College Park. Last time you guys were here, they beat the Buckeyes in the national championship. Don't love saying it, but I feel like it's needed to be said. Do we reminisce about that game at all?
It was so long ago.
It feels good walking into the stadium. We got some good memories.
Yeah,
so
you got some good memories.
Good
for
memories.
Sure.
Mattis is here coaching for the Patch. He's a face-off guy. We took down the top 3 face-off guys that year. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely. And now we're back, and you guys go in the semifinals. How are we feeling, continuing the playoffs with the Whipsnakes?
Yeah, I think it was great. Today was, pretty tough, having the last week of the season with a bye, and then 2 more weeks after that. It was pretty tough, but, you could see it. I mean, the Denver Outlaws are super talented. Their defense pushes out, kind of disrupts everything that we do offensively. But, we came through. Good teams win at the end. That's what Coach Staggs was saying. Even if we could pull through this, we're hot right now, so let's keep it going.
I like that.
Yeah, I would like to ask, what's been the acquisition of Ryan Conrad? How's that been?
Acquisition, that's a big word. I like that.
That was hard.
That was a big
word. Definition of that.
Spell
that.
That's the Maryland grads. You tell me.
Spell that.
𝐓𝐇𝐄 𝐍𝐄 I forgot where I was, to be honest.
It's all good. You're close enough.
Yeah.
Ryan Conrad. Conrad is obviously, he's had a great career through college, the professional league, and he's unbelievable. He just doesn't run out of energy. He just goes up and down, and he's offensively. You not hear me?
Yeah, pull it up a little bit. Pull it up.
No, he's been great for us. Obviously, on the defensive side and the offensive side, he brings a lot of juice for us, so it's great. That was a huge pickup.
He's a winner. He won at, I don't know if he won in high school. He won in college. He won with the Water Dogs. He won with USA. The guy's a winner. With Tucker going out, it was a huge pickup.
Yeah.
So versatile. He goes back and forth, defense, offense, wing, righty, lefty. He's a beast,
He's a beast.
And he's a good locker room guy, too.
Yeah, good
locker room guy. Gives Rambo a break, too, so Rambo doesn't keep going back and playing defense.
Who's the most outgoing locker room guy? Who's the guy who just brings the juice? You walk in there, you're like, he's the guy.
𝐓𝐇𝐄.
Really? Really?
Rambo.
Really? I kind of felt like you're getting quiet in your earlier. How old are you guys again?
Whoa.
I'm 30.
Be careful,
Shit.
30.
How old are you?
You got a girlfriend
24.
yet? Yeah. It don't matter.
24 and single. Ladies, you heard it first here, yo.
Drop your Instagram. Drop your Instagram.
Drop the Instagrams.
What's the best way for them to reach out to you?
Go
Instagram,
subscribe.
Twitter,
On
MySpace? You got MySpace?
No. Instagram.
Yo, subscribe on his YouTube.
Yeah, subscribe on the YouTube. Hey, I don't want to plug the video, but I feel like it's needed. The doc. I feel like that's one of the reasons you guys are here.
How about next weekend, Long Island?
Yeah.
They can come and meet you.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
How can we do this?
Yeah.
I
don't know.
Pick 5 or something.
Maybe the next weekend we're doing the show, and we can bring one of the girls on the show so you can sit in Hoagie's spot. Because he lost.
What are you looking for?
They were talking about the doc. After the doc, he went MIA on us for a little bit.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
He sold you guys hard.
He sold me.
That is true. You know what? You might
I was watching your YouTube clips on TikTok or something, and you were like, yo, I'm not with the Whips. And then now you're back. Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Oh, now he's back.
That's not what I said. I'm a nice Italian guy.
Hop on the train.
That's not what I said.
He was like,
I'm picking the Whips until the championship. You heard it here first.
Until the championship.
Yeah. Like throughout.
So easy to say now that there's 4 teams left.
Yeah, hop on the train, boy.
It's crazy, though. It's great. Next week.
You going to Long Island?
We'll be there.
You're Italian. You're going to get some chicken cutlets up there?
Come on.
You know how to make a chicken cutlet?
Dude, next question.
Where's the place on Long Island you guys go to eat?
We went to that one place, Vincent's. It was Vincent's Clam Bar.
Yeah. Chicken parm there.
Their chicken parm was good. We used to go there when we used to play at Maryland. But yeah, that place is good. Real good.
Damn. How does it feel to be? How does it feel to be? How does it feel to be vets on the team? How does it feel to be vets on the team?
It's awesome, but at the same time, we have these rookies coming in and playing unbelievable. So it doesn't matter if you've been here for 6, 7, 8 years or it's your first year. We all got that same goal, and we just have a blast every single weekend. So
we talk about TJ Malone in the first half of this show, a big contender for the Rookie of the Year. How big of an impact has he been this whole year?
He takes a lot of stuff off a lot of people's plates. I mean, righty, lefty, dodger, feeder. He's the man. He's the real deal. We stole him that third round.
I know.
I know he was a third rounder.
Yeah. Our boy, Ohio State, Steven Zupachich. Haven't seen him since week 3.
Oh, man.
He's out there somewhere. He's out there.
I mean, we got a lot of late rounders. Levi's like a third rounder.
Yeah.
Potts.
Levi Anderson, Potts from Loyola.
Yeah.
I mean,
fourth rounder.
Yeah.
Ajax was third overall.
I'm just saying the rookies in general, they're unbelievable.
Yeah, I was going to say, TJ's probably gotten the most shine for what he's been able to produce as a rookie, but who deserves more credit that you think doesn't get the shine that they?
Probably Potts.
Yeah, Potts. It's tough because at the end of the day, they're all bringing, whether it's scoring goals or just those little plays or the second assist, whatever it is, they bring so much to the table.
Potts does a lot. He's on the wings. He scores. He's fast as hell. So
it's easy to play with them, and
they're all different.
Yeah, and this might be your first run. This is your first run without Burnlor, who's obviously been a staple to your defense. Seeing Krebs play the way that he did today, what did that mean for you guys going forward with the confidence in him?
I just thought the defense, just in general, just played so good today. They were buttoned down.
I mean,
if you hold a team in the PLL to 10 goals, you're fucking doing something right.
I like that.
Obviously, you see teams get to 15, 16 goals on a regular basis. So if you can get a team to 10, our offense got to step it up. And you know what? Sometimes it's not our day. And somehow we came through. We had a couple D guys score. Ajax scored.
Hard with the 2.
Yeah, that was huge. That was huge.
That was top corner.
That was not lucky.
But yeah, I mean, when our defense is playing well and our goalie's playing so good like that, then it gives us our offense a little bit of confidence, and we know we got to step up a little bit better.
Yeah, no, I like that. And looking to next week, as 2 vets who've obviously been there before, what's kind of the mindset for the team and obviously for the young guys?
I mean, we're just going to keep playing our game. We're kind of just focused on ourselves. We're just trying to outplay every single person, every team. So when we do that, then we can look to the left and right of us and you know what, I gave it all, and we'll see what the outcome comes there. Prepare yourself during the weekend.
I like that.
Just stick to the basics.
Keep it going.
Yeah,
stick to the basics. So big win for the Maryland Whipsnakes tonight. How do we celebrate here in Gillette, Foxborough? What does that look like for Colin 𝐓𝐇𝐄 Rambo 𝐓𝐿𝐾 special tonight? What is that?
You're coming out?
I'll be out with the guys.
Looking for a girlfriend? You coming out to hang out?
Can you guys hook me up? I mean, good wingman. Who's a better wingman, actually, for 𝐓𝐿𝐾?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah,
just trust the process.
You're going to be talking to girls like this, or are you going to talk normal?
Girls like the frog.
They do?
Girls like the frog.
How many girls got to be the frog?
What girls?
Yeah. Girls like the frog. I'll show you tonight. Tonight, though, is going to be fun. Now you guys are prepared, but obviously more looking towards the semifinals. What Stags do on a night after a win? What's he like?
He comes, hangs out with us.
Really?
Okay. Usually we hang out at the hotel lobby or, a bar. He'll come out and hang out with us. I mean, he's part of our locker room and everything.
Yeah.
Same with PT and Coach Snyder. So,
and Grady, you got to celebrate the wins. And then
you got to come out and find out.
I'll be out.
I'm not scared either. We got on record, too, saying you're coming out.
I'm a nice guy. I tell the truth.
Stags is a big summer guy. He loves the shore, right? Is he feeling summertime? There. Yeah, is he feeling the summer's blues right now? Labor Day Monday?
Yeah. I was going to say, is it thin? How thin is it?
He has long locks.
I know, and he cut it.
Maybe
it's all business now. This is all business.
Playoff cut. I was thinking about doing that.
Shaving his beard. He's had his playoff beard.
Just hit puberty. It's coming in nice.
Oh,
my wife doesn't like it, but it's all right.
You can grow a beard or not yet.
Yeah,
all black for the Outlaws funeral.
All right.
I like that, the beard. You're going to keep that going.
Keep it going.
You three going up to Long Island?
Too.
We'll be there doing the show, dog.
Is it in Long Island or
on Long Island? On.
Don't
ask the questions. Don't ask the questions. Just follow the rules.
Come over there and smack you.
Yeah.
All right, so you got the beard. You got the beard. Any superstitions, Rambo?
Nah.
Nothing at all.
He's got some, but we'll do that off air. Weird stuff. But it's all right.
Do we have any pregame superstitions or anything like that?
No, I keep it loose. I just walk in, no headphones, just hang out with the boys. That's one of the best part of being about a team. And I think everyone, you guys you can see it first time. When you're out of college, you probably missed that locker room.
Yeah.
That locker room talk, the locker room hangout, with everyone. That's the best time. So you got to enjoy it. You know, we're 30, we're old, so we're taking every day.
Getting up there.
Yeah.
Moments and
up there.
To the fullest. So.
No, I like that. I like that. Goalie Krebs, does he bring any sort of juice in the locker room?
Yeah.
Does he?
And then when he gets fired up,
does he really?
He's so funny. Low key, so funny.
He might be the funniest person on the team.
Yeah, he
actually.
He says some funny stuff.
He might be the funniest person.
And then on the other side, does 𝐓𝐇𝐄 talk at all?
𝐓𝐇𝐄 talks way more than Potts.
Yeah.
Really?
Forrest and Potts are quiet.
Yeah.
He's just selective who he's gonna bust some jokes around.
talks a lot.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll probably talk shit on you if you start going over there and talking right now.
I like that. All right. Final things. Moving on to next week, though. What can we expect out of the Whipsnakes in the semifinals? I mean,
hard-fought game. I mean, you said earlier, just sticking to the basics and flying around, having some fun, and we'll enjoy this tonight, and then we'll start looking forward to the Atlas. So.
Absolutely. Any final words for James Hogan over here, who's in last place right now? Again, the loser has to do a shoey.
Why'd you pick the Outlaws?
Yeah, I want to hear some explanation behind this.
I picked the Outlaws. Honestly, because they took the whips and I faded it, and I was like,
no.
That's it.
Wait. Don't shut up. Time out. We gave our picks. You gave out your picks first before we gave ours.
I knew you guys were taking
you're lying on the show.
I have the receipts.
Yeah, roll the clip back. You're lying?
No.
We don't like a liar.
Listen, I'll tell you guys, too. I knew he's taking whips because he's on the whips.
That's right.
So,
we were in the dorms together.
He's on the whips wagon. Him, I was like 70-50. And then you guys lost the first time, and I thought that the break was going to mess you up, but didn't. You guys are down.
See, hey, guys, can you drop your picks in here early?
Damn, yo, you were number one.
I knew you were taking whips. I knew they were taking whips.
A day early.
No, I was early, but I knew they were taking whips.
I got you.
Because they hate the Outlaws. They hate the Outlaws.
It's all right.
It's all good. You're against us.
Makes for good conversation.
Do you think the girlfriend will like the shoey breath?
I don't know. I mean, if I have to do a shoey, I have to do a shoey.
You think your girlfriend would like about you lying about saying that they picked first? Like,
no,
I'm saying,
are you lying?
No.
Just shout out to your girlfriend right now. Tell her you love her.
I'll shout her. I love you.
No, tell us something nice about her.
Oh,
what a
Paige, I love you.
What do you like about her?
What do you like about her?
Hit the frog face. About her.
I love that.
No, what do you like about her?
Personality.
And?
Smile.
And?
Why you blush?
Okay, all right.
And the ice and the ice cream dates.
And the froyo date.
And the froyo dates. I like that. I like that. Paige Radice, if you're out there watching, James Hogan loves you. I think that really wraps it up here. The Whipsnakes are going to Long Island.
In Long Island, on Long Island.
On Long Island. Is it the second game? Is it the second game or first?
Who are they playing?
I saw the bracket. I think we're
playing Archers. I think you're the
I think we're playing the Atlas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Bam!
Go Whips, baby. Go Whips.
Let's do a group frog real quick to sign us out. Group frog. Ready? 3, 2. Hey, here we go. There we go.
Thanks,
there we
boy.
go.
You're the best.
And keep it real. Good
Yeah.
to see you guys,
Stay on the Whip side.
Thanks to Matt and Colin for hopping on the show. Before we recap the Cash App quarterfinals, another quick word. It pays to get paid on Cash App. Savings doesn't mean letting your money sit and gather dust. Deposit your paycheck on Cash App and you can be earning one of the best yields in the game at no cost. In this spirit, here's a list of things in this life that are no cost. Sitting on a bench, up to 4.5% interest on your savings balance with Cash App. The wind in your hair, saying hello to the lady next door. To recap, deposit your paycheck on Cash App and you know you're not paying a cent in fees on your savings to watch your money grow. That's money, that's Cash App. Download Cash App from the App Store or Google Play Store today. Now, let's get into our Cash App quarterfinals recap.
All right, Rambo, Heacock. Glad they got to come on. I mean,
legends.
that duo is like undefeated.
Yeah,
you think like Batman and Robin and
you think
those guys.
You think Dale and Brendan from Step Brothers,
I mean,
and then we
those
got
guys are
Colin,
up there
Heacock,
with
Matt, Rambo.
Hey, let's just think about what those guys were doing in CP. You know, we know Brett Roberts.
Brett Roberts, the producer, the legend. Let's stay on that real quick. Who's actually a better wingman? I know we've talked about it. Pelkey's still single. Oh, wow, you guys both have girlfriends. I just thought of that.
Yeah. Dude, we're probably the experts in this one, right?
Yeah.
Who's the better wingman?
Heacock.
You think Heacock's a better wingman?
I'll go Rambo. I think that I think that it's kind of like the quarterback position. Would you rather want a pro-style passer or a dual threat quarterback?
Analysis.
Yeah, that's who you want to win.
Do you know ball? I don't know if I asked you that.
I
know ball?
Oh, I know ball.
Let's talk about today's games. I mean, the first game, the biggest surprise maybe of all year?
I got 2 words. Blaze Raridan.
Yeah, I know. He is just legit. Yeah. I mean, he's legit. I mean, there's nothing else to really say. Like, we were watching the game here on the turf, and it's just really. I don't even know what to say because it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's just like, do you ever just like see like just like money slip through your finger when you get cocky before a game?
Yeah.
And just like it's just like you talk about a huge future that.
Let's not forget.
Yeah. A huge
kid had $1,500 in the line. And
I'll tell you what. With the out of all things we could have predicted this year, and all the bad picks that I made, all the bad picks that everyone on the show has made, and bad takes. I don't think anyone was expecting the Boston Cannons to score 4 goals in a quarterfinal playoff.
Yeah. It is, and you know, even before the game, I think that when we were doing the analysis, I was really trying to harp on that, like, hey guys, like Blaze Reardon can steal a game like this. He will step up in a game like this.
Yeah.
And if you told me, like, exactly, like I kind of called exactly how the game was going to in Blaze effect.
You did, yeah.
I was like, it's gonna be. I thought it was gonna be low scoring. Blaze are gonna play his tail off, and I still took the Cannons. I mean,
the Cannons.
We said it. Like
the Cannons were a team of destiny. You know, they were a team I felt like we all thought was gonna.
I mean, look.
Have the wagon. But if you've learned anything in this league, it's that anyone can win on any.
Can we talk about this though more than anything? Blaze played great, but let's talk about the Cannons coaching. And I don't know if this is a Holman call. I don't know if this is an offensive coordinator call. But man, why would you switch up that attack line? You saw Patty Cav getting some good looks outside of the box. I know that he's been feeling more comfortable coming outside the box. But you saw the last week in Salt Lake, they had Matt Campbell playing attack. Today, they had Chris Aslanian playing down low. In my opinion, I think that, like, if you're going to be like, we need Pat Cav coming out of the box, because I think that was working, and you need someone to play down low, go get Pat's brother Matt, who worked last year in the most efficient like PLL offense ever. Go get a guy like Will Manny. Aslanian and Campbell are better out of the box. I don't know why he messed up with that attack line with the last week of the season.
What do you think is the get inside Holman's head? Why do you think he made that call?
Pat Cavanaugh's comfortability. He probably felt more comfortable coming out of the box, not playing a second passer at the top with Asher down low. Didn't have to play the lefty attack spot. But if that's the case, go get an attackman that's proven in the PLL. Go get Matt Cavanaugh. Go get Will Manning, who is on your roster. Chris Aslanian and Matt Campbell. I like the idea. If you want to do that, do it week 2. Don't do it before the
Season's
playoffs
on the line.
when you're one of the best teams in the league.
Dukes knows ball. Flat out. Right there. Dayton Club Lacrosse legend knows ball. The guy knows ball here in Gillette Stadium on the turf. Let's talk about the second game. I mean, what we thought was going to be, you know, the more competitive game, which I think it obviously was, but I didn't think it was going to be that close. I mean, to me, I didn't think it was going to be that close.
I mean, to me, first initial thoughts, 2 very evenly matched teams, both very good. Both goaltenders, McElroy and Krebs, both had great games.
Great games.
You know, Nards and Weirman went at it in the middle of the field. I think when it really turned was late in that third quarter. Outlaws are up 2, and you know, the Whips kind of couldn't get anything going offensively. It kind of felt like every time they'd either hit a pipe or they'd miss a shot. And the Outlaws weren't necessarily, you know, taking advantage of that on the other end. But that 2-point goal that they reviewed kind of flipped that script. Fourth quarter was a big stalemate. I don't think we had a goal till 4 minutes left. Whips go up 2. But my question is at the end there from Bernhardt taking a 2-pointer from 50, from 25 yards. There's 12 seconds left. You can tie the game. I don't know about that.
Yeah, but it's not costing the game. It's not
costing the game. But you're 12 seconds.
What? It's never just one player.
It's never just one player.
It's never just one play.
Are you a weird
I'll tell you what, fans. Mitch 𝐓𝐇𝐄 has been talking a lot of trash.
Oh, he's doing the shooting, baby.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, not even out of a cane, too. You heard Rambo say it. We're getting, who was it, Potts' shoe?
You better hope that the Whipsnakes win.
Levi Anderson.
You better hope the Whipsnakes win. That's all I'm going to say.
How slimy would it be if I picked the Atlas?
But the thing that you've done, no, you can't, because you've backed yourself in such a corner. You're such a fraud.
You know what it was wrong?
You have to take the Whipsnakes.
You know what it was wrong?
Time.
We were all talking about this before the game ended. We all thought the Whipsnakes were playing the Archers. I feel extremely comfortable picking the Whipsnakes. Yeah. And now we just realized we got the bracket mixed up. They play the Atlas. I'm like,
the problem is Mitch has to take the Whips today, and if they win in the semis, he has to take them in the championship. So Mitch talked all this trash.
I hope the Whipsnakes win this whole thing. I am. That's my squad.
Yeah.
Stags, the Italian, Rambo, 𝐓𝐇𝐄, Ajax, Potts.
Mitch just
what else?
Mitch went to Vegas and pushed all his chips to the middle. He's got... Burn those
I don't need any. I don't need any because I got that much faith in my squad. Born and raised in Cockeysville, Maryland, son.
All righty.
Golly.
Get into pickups or what for next week?
I think we might have to. But first, I want to come back.
I think the Bernhardt shot wasn't that bad. I think it was a possession shot. Like, he didn't know that nobody was going to be back there.
I think they could have found a better shot, but the odds are so low.
No, that's just a tiny critique. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying in general.
Can we just also? I think that I know we're like kind of doing it fast. Was Brendan O'Neill? We talked about it before the show. He looked unbelievable out there.
That twister he had on that side of the shot.
It's kind of like he's getting like it's sneaky though. It's not like so. I feel like in the college is so out in the open. Like, oh my God, look at this.
If you watch like the way he shoots the ball, comes off with some weird spin. It's like
so free right now.
I know.
He's playing so free. He's not playing in an offense where it's college coaches down your throat. Pause. Yeah. Like.
Is that how they coach at Dayton?
Penn State. No.
Oh my God!
Don't put that in. Can't put that.
Come on, that was well timed. Though. That was well timed. That was well timed. No, but seriously, Brendan O'Neill, like, just what he's been able to do free flowing. You went after Nowski, an old coach that's been like, I won national championships. Maybe he played a little bit more rigid, a little timid. Like, obviously we know what he was doing. He's a wartime winner. But now playing free flowing. In the PLL.
Free flowing, yeah. No, I like that. I think too, like what we've always heard though is year 2 in the league is hard, right? Year 1, you're coming off your season, you're playing right into the summer with the guys, coming off the season, playing right in with your guys. Year 2, season ends, you know, you're working potentially that real job or you're training lacrosse, you're not practicing with the guys every day. Do we think that affects O'Neill?
No.
Not at all.
No.
He's a lax guy through and through.
He's a lax guy. I remember the days St. Anthony's, the guy was just grinding. I'll never forget. We do Pick'ems?
Pick'ems.
Oh, well, first we go to Pick'ems. I want to hear, now that the bet is over, how much coin did you put on that game? Or the future, I should say.
Total?
Yeah.
400.
That's why he was mad.
400. Just like that. Hey, it's okay. We've all been there.
Yeah. Different. I had one at plus 550. Maybe one at like.
What's the most heinous bet you've ever seen someone lay on a PLL event, future? Have you seen anybody put some serious coin down?
500.
Who?
Me.
What?
The Water Dogs last year in the championship. Responsibly.
Responsibly.
This isn't like, you know, there's more coin out there. I mean,
you'll
probably get some comments from like guys that
Dukes
are
is in lost water right now. He's
That's
got no
it.
cannons, no Water Dogs.
That's it.
How much is Nesty bet at all?
Yeah, I think he's on FSU.
How much
right
is
now.
Nesty down? Yeah, he's down FSU right now.
All right, let's get into picks. Again, I am very excited. Now, I don't even say nervous because I don't get nervous really about anything.
Dude, you are bugging.
Also, I want to say James Hogan is the most germaphobe cat ever.
But he has.
Dude, you guys are both
the amount of times this guy washes his hands in a day.
Your whole career is on the Whipsnakes right now.
Because those are my dogs.
You're spin zoning. You're spin zoning.
I'll tell you what.
We got to make picks. We got to make picks.
I'm feeling a hell of a lot better knowing that it's not Archer's Whips right now.
I hate you.
I can't
and he's mad.
I can't wait to put in my picks because it's going to throw you guys.
All right, you guys starting out. You're starting out. We'll go first game first. I don't know. What's the
Chaos Archers game 1.
No, game 1 is the Atlas game. Atlas.
Right.
Game 1's Atlas.
Game 1, Atlas versus Whipsnakes. Who do you got?
Who do I got? Well, first off, we just had the beautiful duo of Colin Heacock and Matt Rambo on, and I told them that I would be picking the Maryland Whipsnakes. I love the ball that they're playing. I think that they're a team you don't want to be not to be reckoned with. That, like I said, that 32-second offense that they have with Nardella, I think he's been one of the best face-off guys in the league. Yep. He can kind of neutralize what they can do. The Atlas can do in the 32 seconds.
Yeah.
Give me the Whipsnakes, baby.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Let's go. Wow. Let's go.
I think everybody and their mother is going to be
James Hogan is a squid.
Everybody and their mother will be on the Atlas. I'm going to go contrarian. I'm going Whips.
Bam. I like that from my brother. What do you got, Squid?
Go Bulls, baby.
Really?
Go
Give
Bulls
us an explanation. Why?
You know what? First of all, I'm at the point where I'm already down, so I kind of got to get back in this fight a little bit. Plus,
place the sorry card every time.
I'm so slighted.
No, I'm taking the team who's dominated all year with 𝐓𝐇𝐄, who's the MVP of the year.
No. We don't know yet. Close call.
I'm taking that. I'm taking a hot Liam Eneman in cage, who Dukes even said would be the rookie of the year if he played one more game. I'll take him. True. And I think that Trevor Nardella, that's going to be a great battle. I like what we got there. I like the middle of the field. I'm going Atlas. Let's go. Bulls,
you guys know me.
And it's a homecoming on Long Island. We're in New York.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
Mitch has the Whipsnakes.
Yeah. I'm going Whipsnakes. You know why? Because I root for my home squad.
I love this.
Get it up for the Pelkinator here in Gillette. I go for my home squad, okay? That's what I do. I don't fade my team. I don't fade my team, okay? And also, James Hogan is a California Redwoods fan, born and raised in New Jersey. Let's not forget about that.
I might switch to Atlas if they win for me. I'm going to have to get an Atlas surfer.
Typical Hogan move here. All right, game 2. The other semifinal game.
He's looking at the fan votes.
No, I'm not looking at it.
What are you looking at?
All I'm looking at is just like we talked about how like the Atlas have played so well this year.
No. Let him have his ride. Because you know why?
He picked him. Locked him in.
You're picking the beer. I'm picking the shoe. We're going to have a blast at the championship when this guy's guzzling down. Oh, I can't.
2-2 to end the year.
All right, let's go.
One-goal win against the Water Dogs.
Archers versus Chaos. Game 2, semifinals.
You know, you got to love what you've seen out of that midfield with Grant Ament this year. Maybe the best player in the PLL with Tom Schreiber. Oh, wait, he's not playing. Who is playing? Probably the best player since 2019 in PLL, Blaze Reardon. Who's back? Jack Rowlett. Who's going to the championship game? The Chaos. Who's counting out again? Everybody. Chaos. They're back.
Let's go. What do you got?
Wow.
God. Hoagie, no momentum's on your side. What do you got?
Utah Archers. Let's go. I'm taking the favorites. Let's go. I'm taking it, and I'll die by that sword. Let's go.
I'm going with the Chaos, baby. Let's go.
It's them two versus me. Let's go.
Let's go.
We're going to find out. We're going to find out.
We're going to find out.
Next episode.
Next episode, stay tuned.
What the shoe is.
Oh, my God. I love that. I love it. And guess what? If you lose both games, you're going to do a shoey at the semifinal because guess what? You can't make a comeback. You do a shoe in the championship. God, I love this. The Mitchell Pelkey Lacrosse Show to the moon.
Good, baby.
And guess what? We'll see you guys next week on Long Island. Peace.